OKC steals win in Indiana. They still won it. They still won in Indiana, and they got bailed out, bro. I'm not gonna lie, they got bailed out. They got bailed out by Indy kind of selling because Indiana was in control of the game for so long. It was like a reverse of what happened in previous games where OKC was in control for so much. They had the lead for so much time. Whereas in this case, and it just came down to a bunch of ticky-tacky calls, a bunch of free throws. Now I don't like saying free throw rich and stuff, but honestly, it felt like OKC was getting away with a lot on defense. And then on offense, you started to get them push ticky-tack calls or whatever. Some bang calls that went OKC's way, and then Indiana missing free throws. Benedict Mathurin, he needed to go into the gym and be practicing the free throws, bro, please. And also not getting a lot of great shots in the clutch. You know, offense dying down. At the end of the game, it was just very annoying watching Lou Dort do what Lou Dort does. Like, obviously, he's a good defender, but it was getting annoying sometimes. He would foul people and be like, act like he wasn't fouling people, and they just wouldn't call it. Or Shea getting multiple offense. I'm not gonna lie, he had multiple push-offs where it was like, that's low-key an offensive foul. At the end of the day, hey, he stepped up. It took him the entire game because he had 22 points and 22 shots at one play. But he had like a play where he got free throws, then he hit a push off midi, then he hit a three, and that's when they finally did the Shea graphic. I was like, yeah, they've been waiting the whole game for that Shea graphic. I feel like Indiana was just playing better. I mean, obviously J-Dub was also pooping. I'm not gonna lie, J-Dub was getting to the rack, getting free throws. But Indiana, I felt like they were winning the game. I'm not gonna lie, even though I predicted OKC in 6. Obi Toppin, spectacular performance with his threes. TJ McConnell bringing a great average. Pascal Siakam hooping on offense, on defense, playmaking, everything. Tyrese Halliburton, super aggressive, getting a lot of good layups. He wasn't shooting the ball well, but he was just getting to the rack. Playmaking was on point. They were selling up a couple of his passes, but it was just some bang calls, you know, missed free throws, a few sells here and there. And then sometimes the offense would die down where it was like, low-key, I feel like Tyrese should have played more so that they would, I don't know, generate more good looks. Also, Miles Turner, I'm not gonna lie, Miles Turner was selling, bro. Miles Turner missed so many open threes, bro. I don't think he made one open three. I like Nembhard, I feel like he's the only one who could really kind of guard SGA one-on-one. Everyone, like Aaron Nesmith, he was just fouling him. He was just fouling him. Some of it was ticky-tack, some of it was low-key, bro. Shea. Indiana found a way to defend Shea a lot better, but it started breaking down after the fouls, and OKC stayed in the game. But again, it felt like a reverse of, like, it kind of felt like game one. Indy's just in control, and then they just creep back into getting the game. Dumb fouls, definitely some dumb fouls from Indiana after a pretty disciplined defense. Yeah, Indiana, if they want to win this series, they got to tighten up that defense. They got to wear down OKC. OKC, on the other hand, somehow won this game despite it feeling like they were losing this game the entire time with the not making like what, 3 threes the whole game. Defensively, they were doing their thing as well. They put them in tough spots for sure. They made it hard for Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton to start figuring out the defense. Even though it felt like they were defending Shea better the entire series until like the end of the game. We started getting his free throws, started getting a little more into it. But yeah, this series is definitely cinema. Like I said, I am excited for game 5, but I just hope it doesn't go how this game went at the end of the. I hope they can just call it straight down the middle. And yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.